Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a tarot card reading, messages from your guides. We have 3 piles to choose from: healing heartbreak, rewriting the subconscious, and encountering conflict. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to choose based on your intuition, or close your eyes and see which number pops into your head and go from there. I will link the timestamps down below so you can skip ahead to the reading that is meant for you. All right, group number 1, you chose the healing heartbreak pile. The mantra for you is, "My heart will love again." We have the Hierophant, the 2 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Pentacles upright, Son of Wands in reverse, the Chariot upright, and the Son of Pentacles upright. So right off the bat, your guides want you to know that you have gone through some painful relationships or relationship in the last little while here, and it has been riddled with immaturity, especially with this Son of Wands. I feel it's a very immature energy where this person's trying to figure out who they are, and they're just not emotionally available to be there for anyone else right now because of that. And they want you to know that it wasn't all for naught in this relationship. There's a lot of wisdom that you learned from it, especially with this Hierophant card. This key is like the key of knowledge. It's wisdom gained, it's learning, it's intuition, it's lessons that you can take out of this relationship and move forward to find a better, more suitable lover. But it really comes down to sharing your abundance, sharing your wisdom, sharing your journey with others, and having the ability to rise up with this Chariot card here, especially to rise up and step into your power and be willing to love again, be willing to embrace who you are, not allowing any past circumstances, people, places, or things to dictate how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your own power, and moving forward from a place of wholeness and pride for the person that you've become, for the strength that you have, and for all the obstacles that you have endured along the way. You are a very giving and generous person, and you're going through a lot of growth right now. You're in that spring stage of blossoming into who you really are, not being scared to shine your light. And in the future, in the near future, there is somebody who is still a little immature, but not in that same sense. They're just getting on their feet financially, and they're setting down roots, and they want to start a solid foundation with somebody. And that is who you are going to find, especially when you put on that Chariot hat and rise above your circumstances and feel the power that you hold within. I just wanted you to notice that the fact that this healing heartbreak card came up ties really well with this 2 of Cups in reverse, because the 2 of Cups is the Cup of Lovers, and it's in reverse. So there was a falling out. There was something that didn't work that just happened. So especially with the Son of Wands, that's that immature energy. See, there's a snake here. And I mean, this is probably biased because I hate snakes, but when I think of snakes, I think of someone who isn't entirely honest. They're sneaky, and they like to dodge around the truth and what the matter is at hand. But again, there's a lot of knowledge learned here. There's a lot of lessons that you can take forward, and it's actually shaped you into the person that you are today, and it's going to make you the person that you need to be for this Son of Pentacles energy, this person that you want to lay down roots with, that you want to start something more serious with. So just be open to that. My heart will love again. And I'm just shuffling from this Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck for you to get some more clarity on this reading. See what your spirit guides have to say. For pile number 1, we have trust your innocence. Yes. Okay, so trusting that everything that happened is not your fault, that the guilt that you're holding onto can be released, and that you do not need to self-deprecate and bring yourself down because of the words of somebody else who was probably very immature and not the right fit for you. They came into your life for a reason. They taught you about life. They taught you about trust. They taught you a little bit more about yourself, what you're willing to handle and what you're willing to keep, what you're not willing to keep. Very good lessons. And not that anyone is truly innocent in a situation where they don't play a part, but this is trusting that you can move forward, that you are not bad, you are not wrong, you are not ugly, and you are not whatever the things you tell yourself you are, and that you can really step into this chariot power and be the person you wish to be. And this is part of that journey of becoming that person. Your spirit guides really want you to know that. We have third eye chakra, the pineal perspective. Yeah, so the pineal gland is kind of located in the center of your head, and it's associated with the third eye chakra. And this is all about your intuition, seeing beyond the physical into the metaphorical, into the spiritual realm. So this is having a wider perspective, a wider vision than what's exactly in front of you, and being able to see more intuitively into the world. I was actually just talking about this with a friend yesterday. The pineal perspective, opening your third eye. So I think you're gaining a lot of wisdom and a lot of clarity through this time, through this healing heartbreak, because when you heal heartbreak, it's not just healing that relationship, it's not just healing that situation. In a very big way, it heals a part of who you are, and it helps you define your value and your worth outside of what someone else dictates and what someone else says about you. So you're really getting into this alignment with universal consciousness, where you're able to see that you have value in a completely different light than what you had previously thought. I'm just going to shuffle some more cards from this unicorn deck. Maybe doing a third eye chakra meditation might be of value to you, or just meditation in general is really great for your third eye chakra. Okay, just be yourself. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. How beautiful is that? Right next to trust your innocence. Your spirit guides really want you to know that you don't need to have this self-doubt anymore. You don't need to put on a show. You don't need to be what anyone else wants you to be. I know a lot of relationships, it's like you have to be this ideal person for the other person to feel loved and accepted. And that just means that that person isn't worthy, whole, and complete. And that means that you're not worthy, whole, and complete because you're looking for approval outside of yourself. So approve yourself, be yourself, and don't be ashamed of who you are. Exercise, run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. True story. When I lost my son, I turned to exercise as a very healing way to process the raw emotion and to release endorphins in my body that helped me to feel just a little bit better. And I found that it increases your, not only your overall mood and your health, but just your mindset in general. So that might be something you want to look into. Maybe go swimming, go on hikes, go on runs around your neighborhood. It's a beautiful time of year for that. And just really embrace who you truly are. There's a slight rainbow over top of the unicorn in this picture. It's just very faint. It's like that unicorn has the ability to light up the rainbow. Rainbows just make me think of like being who you truly are, accepting yourself as you are and your own uniqueness. So really embracing that and just going with it. And we have, you're a lot tougher than you think you are, Wolverine. Yes, 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 you are. You've got this. You're coming out. You're on the tail end of a lot of pain, and you can go into the light. You have this beautiful personality that is lovable and worthy and complete, and you don't need to second guess yourself any longer. And then we have, your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. Perfect. Well, this reading in and of itself is a sign and a message from your spirit guides, and this is just confirmation that everything you've heard in this reading is meant for you, that you needed to hear it, but also to look out in your surroundings for messages from your spirit guides. Often they can be found in the form of repetitive numbers. One for me recently, a lot lately, is 333. It could be like feathers, a bird flying into your window, all sorts of things. So just be mindful of the signs and omens around you, because your spirit guides are always with you. They're cheering you on, and you got this. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already to be updated with new content, and we'll see you in the next reading. All right, group number 2. For those of you who chose rewriting the subconscious, your mantra for this reading is, the more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. Beautiful. That ties in with your cards very well. I can see here that you have felt a lot of pressure to be a certain way for the people that you have in your life. You've felt a lot of judgment and criticism as you go through this time of change, and it has felt really hard and very abrasive to move forward in any meaningful way, and it has led to a lot of self-deprecation on your part. It was like you had this fear, you wanted to move forward, you wanted to change, you have these desires, you're starting to change your belief systems, but every time that you made a step forward, it felt like you couldn't really truly be yourself. You couldn't step into who you are without the pokey, prickly judgment of your peers, of your loved ones, of the people that you keep around. And I really see that in these 3 cards here with judgment and this 8 of Swords reversed. It's like that butterfly is in this cocoon ready to emerge. They're ready to come out into the world in this new light, but there's all of these pointy swords facing it, and it's like if it spreads its wings and fly, it's going to be taken down. And I want you to know that that is just a belief. That is just a feeling. That is something you're moving forwards from. And especially with the 5 of Cups in reverse, usually it symbolizes like a lot of grief and depression and sadness. But in reverse, this means that you're actually overcoming that feeling. You're starting to step in to your own power, and you're overcoming those beliefs that have held you back, that have felt very restrictive towards your growth and to who you are as a person. With the Father of Wands, it's like you have this this energy that's coming through where you're kind of like, I've been through it and I'm coming out on the other end, and I don't care who comes at me at this point. Like, I will strike with my own creativity and I will move forward regardless what the consequences are. Because I'm just simply done with letting other people dictate my life, who I am, and the decisions I make. And really positive cards on the tail end of these tarot here with the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. And High Priestess is a very intuitive card that you're really getting connected with who you are. You're having these insights and this intuition about where to go next and how to create abundance in your life and who is right for you and who is not. It's like this strike of balance between the masculine and feminine energy in your life, this strike of balance between self-love and self-sacrifice, and really finding where you belong in the world and who you need to be. Especially with this Nine of Pentacles, it's like the stability. It is the foundation and the proper stepping stone to really build up from. It's like you found that you've poured the foundation for your life, and now you have this solid ground to really start building upwards and build that abundance and that community and that love in your life that you have been wanting to step out and claim, but have up until now been scared to go after. I'm going to take some cards from this Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck for clarify on this reading. Group number 2, Beyond the Mind. Beautiful. That goes so well with this intuition and rewriting the subconscious. It's like you're really realizing how much more is out there if you allow the beliefs to slip away, to be rewritten, and to rewrite them with new ones that are empowering and allow you to embrace your femininity and allow you to embrace who you truly are as a divine being in this world. And then we have Manifestia. Wow, how beautiful. And that goes really well with this Nine of Pentacles that I was just talking about. It's like a card of manifestation. It's like you have laid down the roots, you figured out the foundation, and now you have this wonderful place to build off from, to grow up. And see, it's surrounded by feathers even. And then there's this butterfly and lots of life being created here. So feathers make me think of the heavens, of birds flying high, soaring into your true potential. And that's what you're doing. You've rooted down so you can rise up. And there's definitely still going to be some obstacles. I can see that in the future. And you are getting to a point where the obstacles aren't derailing you like they used to. You're not getting as reactive to them, and you're able to go through them a lot smoother than you had previously. And your spirit guides really want to give you a high five and a pat on the back for all of the changes and rewriting you've done. Like it says here, the more embrace feeling good, the less often I feel bad. So go towards the things that make you feel good. We have best friends. True friends stick together no matter what. Yes, so coming into some really great friendships where you don't feel this need to hide who you are anymore. And there are people that you can connect with beyond the mind, right? You can connect with them in a greater way than just a superficial way that a lot of people do connect. And then we have imagine. What would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? Yes, okay, that ties in with manifesting so well. So this is like a time for you to really start visualizing what it is you want with clarity and focusing on creating beliefs that support that vision. What would you feel like if your wish came true? What would it feel like in your body? What would you see? What would be surrounding you if it came true? And what would you think? Would you hear the praise of your tears? Would you hear silence? Would you hear a train drive by? What would you hear? So tap into all your senses and really get rich with creativity in your imagination. We have time to take rest and recuperate rather than continuing to strive. Beautiful. Rest and recuperation help us to work through our subconscious beliefs as well. And if you're always continuing to strive, you're not giving yourself time to grow. When we sleep, our body repairs itself. It does everything it needs to be in perfect condition. And when we don't allow ourselves time to sleep because we're worrying and we're focusing on what's wrong, what can go wrong, and what is bad, we don't give ourselves time to really recharge our batteries. One last card for pile number 2. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions and taking action. That goes well with this rest and recoup. So, like I said, I feel like you are coming out from this time where you're very self-critical and judgmental of where you are right now and how you can move forward without your peers and your accolades judging you. And that is a sign of enmeshment. You're too attached to the outcome. You're too attached to the opinions of others. But like I said, you're healing that. This is a time where you're actually going beyond the mind, creating new friendships, and getting in touch with your intuition so you can manifest your dreams. So focus on that which you desire and let everything else fall away. This is what your spirit guides really want you to know, is that the less you think about those things, those people, the opinions of others that have you feeling closed off and upset, the more time you have to focus on yourself, loving yourself, and being the awesomest version of you can be. So claim it, own it, believe it. They are here for you always. I know you can do this. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already to be updated with new content. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. For those of you who chose pile number 3, you picked this Encountering Conflict card. The mantra for you is, I don't choose sides, I take a stand. Beautiful. Let's see what tarot cards you got. We have Ace of Pentacles, Father of Swords, For those of you who chose pile number 3, you chose this Encountering Conflict mantra card. Your mantra is, I don't choose sides, I take a stand. Beautiful. For your tarot, you have the Ace of Pentacles, Father of Swords, Four of Wands, the Hermit, Ace of Cups, and Seven of Pentacles. So right off the bat, you guys are really finding your footing here. And you have these like new insights and ideas that you have been cultivating in this time of self-reflection. And really what your spirit guides want you to know is that you don't need to worry about what anyone else thinks or believes about you at this point, or where you're choosing to go. You and your opinion and your internal guidance and that light you have within will tell you exactly what you need. And that's why it says, I take a stand. So it doesn't matter what anybody else is saying. It's you standing in your truth. It's you standing up for yourself. This Father of Swords energy here on this firm foundation with this Four of Wands that you have built the idea, the beliefs, the ideology to step forward from this time of retreat, from this time of going within. The Hermit card really symbolizes like stillness and self-reflection and meditation, the ability to listen to what your needs are, your desires, your wants and needs, and to be able to go out in the world and actually bring that to life, especially with this Eight of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups. It's like the newness of this emotional charge that you have for this idea, this newness of the bullseye, shooting for the target. I take a stand. This is what I want. Focus. This really makes me think focus, focus, focus. And that's what's going to bring you to this energy of the Seven of Pentacles, where you have the foundation, where you have the emotional and intellectual desires met in a way that you can have your physical and material world in a stable place. I feel like there's a lot of light coming through in this reading. So it's like you have, it's like a light turned on. You had this idea, and your spirit guides want you to know to trust that and to act on it regardless of what other people are going to tell you, what their opinions are, or what they say. They say that you have a very strong internal guidance that you need to listen to at this time, because it's very on point for where you want to go. Like, I'm just getting that focus word is really coming strong for me, because it's like bullseye, focus, point of focus, point of focus. See, this is all black, but the sword is rainbow, and it's a pointy sword. There's a point of focus in the center of this foundation, and it's a very even, solid foundation. There's a point of focus with this light. There's a point of focus coming out of this cup. And this is all very linear uphill. Like if you've seen a graph in a math class, it's like everything is uphill. You're going up. Your results are being stacked, and you're making all of this progress right now, climbing that mountain to the peak. So you're doing a lot of things that are working, and they want you to know, to trust that intuition, to trust that you know where you're going, and to trust the divine light within you. Let's get some clarifier cards from this Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Group number 3. They're taking a stand for what they want. What else can we tell them here? So we have surrender. Wow, I always love these cards. They're so beautiful and unique. Look at all the circles. Circles of life. What goes around comes around. You're in this cycle of surrender, where you're letting go of the old and stepping into the new. And boy, are you ever stepping into the new. And it's like, so the surrender is like, stop controlling, stop finding the need to control everything, because everything is falling into place. You have found your focus, and now it's just a matter of having that unwavering faith and surrendering to the universe to provide what it is that you need without doubting yourself, without giving up. Then we have She of the Lotus. Crown chakra vibes. The lotus is coming out of her head, as you can see. And that is exactly where the crown chakra is, and not to mention the lotus represents the crown chakra. It's connection to the divine, connection to the universe, to the collective society, and information that is stored beyond our physical self. It is tapping into a knowledge bigger than who you are, and you're surrendering to it. I think you've done a lot of work in these last few months. Group number 3, and your spirit guides want you to know that you've hit the nail on the head and you're off running, and you have this connection right now that you really can make a difference in the world, and you're making huge leaps and bounds towards it. You're in the beginning stages of it, so it might not feel like you're making any progress right now or any headway, but they want you to know that you are. You've made so many more steps upwards than you even realize. And it's just to keep that line of communication with your crown chakra, with your guides, and with your internal light open, and trusting it. Having that ability to trust your intuition and to strike when the iron is hot. Take a stand for what you believe in, regardless of what anyone else thinks. Just pulling some more oracle cards from this unicorn deck and see what your guides want you to know right now. Listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something you know is wrong. Wow, what was I saying? Yes, exactly. Surrender. Listen to your inner guidance. I don't choose sides. Don't get involved in other people's shit, and don't allow their beliefs, their stuff that they haven't worked through, to be smeared onto you and derail you from your climb up the mountain. You're doing so well. You already know what's right for you. You can feel it inside. You don't need anyone else to tell you. You don't need me to tell you. You don't need your friends to tell you. You don't need your mom to tell you. Then we have this change card. The change that you're going through are positive. Yes, very positive. You are on this beautiful journey towards extreme abundance, emotional, mental, and physical. And you just have to trust that and surrender to the fact that you're not going to know every step to take. You just kind of have to trust in the process and trust in your inner guidance, and that's going to get you the furthest. There might be changes that are uncomfortable. You have to step into your I can't talk today. Discomfort. You have to step into that unknowing, kind of scary territory with these new ideas, for them to take flight, for them to lift off and really make a difference. But you can do it as long as you don't allow other people to dictate your life. We have Wolverine here. You're a lot tougher than you think. Yes, you are. You have the knowledge. You have the ability to move past other people's opinions and emotions. Move past the discomfort of change. Change is a very prickly discomfort that can cause a lot of people to give up on their dreams and give up on what they feel is right for them, because they're scared of the backlash of other people and so on. But you have the strength. You are tougher than you think. Blue Heron, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Wow. I just shuffled these. I didn't pre-shuffle them. I didn't make this stuff up. It just comes out. And look at that. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. This literally says, make a stand for what you believe in. If that is not a strong enough message for you, group number 3, I don't know what is. Such a beautiful, auspicious message. You have this point of focus that you know is right. You know it's the right course for you. You can feel it in your bones. Do not let the opinions of others, do not let the fear of failing allow you to stay stuck. Take a stand for what you believe in, move forward. There's clearly a greater purpose in your life, and you know it, and I have faith that you can achieve it. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm so excited for you on your journey. If you wanted to share in the comments what your point of focus is, I would love to hear it. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.